What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nick with the Stats. You've ended the chat with me and catcher for the Lookouts, Mr. Michael Trautwein. Currently recovering from an injury, unfortunate. Tell me what that recovery process is like and how you still lead the team even though you're not playing.
Yeah, you never want to be injured. You never want to be hurt. It's tough not being on the field, playing the games, but fortunately been able to stay here and be with the guys and help out where I can. And, it's my throwing hand, so I'm still able to catch some bullpens and run and work out and be with the guys. So, trying to make the most of it, get the work I can in, be there for the guys, try to have a positive influence and get some juices going in the dugout, clubhouse and stuff. So, again, it's unfortunate. You do what you can to get back, but we got to win some ball games while we're still going. So.
Definitely, and you ultimately do bring that energy, and the team is doing a lot this year, a lot better this year than they did last year. Currently sitting second in the division, 7-3 the last 10 games, and about halfway through the season right now. How does it feel to have such success this year and improve so much over last year?
Yeah, this team is it's really, really talented, and our pitching staff's phenomenal. We've had guys roll out all year long and just dominate, which has been fun to be a part of as a catcher and to see in the clubhouse and the dugout. We play clean baseball, and that's how we win. We win a lot of close games. Offense hasn't really hit our full stride, in my opinion. I think we are a lot better than we're swinging it. But we've been pitching, we've been fielding, and winning ball games. So we just got to keep it rolling and hopefully close out this first half with a first half championship. So that's the goal.
Definitely, and I think the first half ends later this month, maybe around the 23rd. So still got a couple weeks to fit some more wins in there. And you're in a series right now. You got a big win last night, 10-9, I think I saw, over the Shuckers. So that's awesome as well. And kind of more a personal question now. The last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and you yourself, as well as your family, are big advocates in spreading that. You have your foundation, Will to Live, prompted by unfortunate circumstances from 2010. Tell me about your foundation, what you do, and what it means to you.
Yeah, so our family, we lost my older brother, Will, in 2010 to suicide. He was a freshman in high school, and I had a pretty nice upbringing, and my parents were together and loved each other. We had a stable house, and it was one of those things where we didn't see it coming to our family. We didn't think it was possible, and when Will passed, it was kind of a shock for us. And pretty soon after, we're actually at the funeral, and my dad's giving a eulogy, and he looked out and saw his teammates from 30 years prior when he was playing professional baseball, guys he hadn't talked to in a long time, and he saw those guys there for him when he needed it most, and it was pretty powerful. And in that moment, he decided that we were going to do something about this, and we were going to try to end the stigma and do what we can to raise awareness for suicide, depression, anxiety, mental health. And for the past 15 years, we've done a lot with kids, with athletes, with parents, with counselors, teachers, and doing what we can to educate people and really just bring light to mental health and have people understand that it's okay to not be okay, and that we all go through some hard times and struggles, and it's easier to get through them when you have people around you. And we really try to encourage people to be there for others and to ask, hey man, like, you all right? Talk to me. Just be there for them when they need it, because you never really know how powerful just one little sentence or one little, we have a phrase, love you man, right? And it's when you leave, say love you man.
Right. I was going to ask about that too.
Something that simple, and you never know, it might be exactly what someone needs to hear in that moment. So it's obviously a tragic thing that happened to our family, but it's actually been a blessing to help people and families, and it's been pretty cool to see the impact we've made. So it's something I'm really, really proud of. It's something I'm really excited to be a part of moving forward. So
definitely. And if you want to go ahead and plug, if listeners want to find more about this foundation, where can they find that before we go on to other questions I have?
We're called the Will to Live Foundation, and you can find us www.will-2-live.org. It's our website. We kind of have all our events and engagements and all that stuff on there. So like I said, we're just trying to spread the message and make this world a little bit better.
Of course. And Now we're gonna get into some fun things.
Okay.
We start getting into the heat of summer. It's, everyone's starting to travel, some by plane. You posted a poll question back in 2023 saying you're in the middle seat on a plane. Is it weird to look out the window across a person that's in the window seat? So if you're in the middle seat, is it weird to look across your fellow passenger out the window? 76% said no. What would you say?
I say no, and I remember that was because I was sitting in the middle seat, and I like looking out the window, and there was a random person sitting there, and like they were like kind of awake. The window was kind of half open, and I was trying to like peek in, and I was doing this, and I felt kind of awkward, and I was like, man, I wonder if this guy's like pissed at me or something like that. But if I'm in the window seat and someone wants to look out the window, I'm totally cool with it. So I think you should.
Definitely. And are you the kind of guy too that's going to reach over, and then if it's halfway open, are you going to open it all the way?
See, I won't do that.
Okay.
I won't reach over someone. Maybe if like I sort of knew them. If I knew them, yeah. But if they're a stranger, no chance.
So I'm going to read two different tweets back to back. One starting off, stayed one night in a hotel 45 minutes from my house, packed 7 pairs of underwear. That was on December 3rd, 2022. And then 2 months later, 3 pairs of underwear for a 2-day trip is terrifying. 3 pairs of underwear is appropriate for no more than 9 hours. That was on January 25th. In response to a how to pack post. Is this a superstition thing for you? Why do you pack so many pairs of underwear for such short trips?
This is something as you can tell, I'm a little bit passionate about. I just, you got to be prepared,
Of course.
And you never want to get caught not having enough underwear.
Oh, definitely.
I think whether you're a sweater, whether stuff happens and accidents happen, you never know, but I just like I still do it to this day. I'll pack every pair of underwear I have with me for a week trip because I don't know, just for whatever reason, I can't get caught without clean underwear.
Definitely.
So
like you said, the sweatiness too. If you're going out and you have a workout.
I mean, I walk 10 minutes outside and I sweat. So
Yeah.
it's like, gotta have a pair of underwear with me.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure.
So yeah.
And then I saw too on your Twitter, you're a huge music fan.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to genre and what's your favorite song?
Ooh, go-to genre. Rock. Like I grew up kind of like punk rock, Blink-182, Sum 41, that kind of stuff, and then now it's a little bit more indie rock. I've actually been kind of jamming some of the classic rock stuff right now. My go-to song is probably Iris, Goo Goo Dolls.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the best song in the world. So,
Yeah.
I'll blast that one. I'll sing at the top of my lungs all the time. So that's probably what I'd have to say.
Man, not the kind of guy I would think would be into rock or Goo Goo Dolls, but
No,
to each their own.
I love my family's like all musicians, and my dad was a big piano guitar player. He loved rock, so I kind of, grew up through him. Older brother's he actually is a musician himself, indie rock space, and so I've kind of grown appreciation for that kind of music. And then, I don't know, man. I love it. I love the guitar. I play guitar a little bit, so anything with some guitar in it gets me going.
Anything with guitar.
Yeah, gets me going.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, letting us come out, interview you a little bit, ask you some interesting questions, and get to know you a little bit, and entering the chat with us and having a good time.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.